I'm your host, Dr. Tamiera Harris, and we're going to be getting into some amazing topics. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I am a mother of two, a wife. I also manage multiple businesses, and I also am a project manager right now, and I absolutely love what I do. But today I'm here as a coach, and I'm going to be hosting Ask Black Career Coach podcast, and I'm super excited about it. You just don't understand how much I wanted to start something like this, but I wasn't sure with the pandemic, everything going on. I said, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. So let's get right into what Ask Black Career Coach is all about. So Ask Black Career Coach is somewhere where you can go to talk about life, career, and also business topics, okay? So whatever you need to ask, we want you to access and get support for the community, because we want to see you win. We all can win if we work together and network. So just stay tuned with us. This podcast is going to grow over time, and I know it will. So I just want to deliver this to you all, and I hope that you really join in each week and embrace what I'm doing here, and ultimately we'll be able to reach people that we need to reach and help as many people as possible, okay? So I'm thankful for people who have already contributed to our podcast, right? So they already emailed us at info@blackcareercoach.org, and they gave information as far as the topics they wanted to discuss. And for this episode, let's just jump right into it. So this first episode is brought to you by Black Career Coach. Black Career Coach Training Academy focuses on helping people with their careers, with business startup, and ultimately we help them grow and advance through whatever stage they are in. So if you're interested in learning more about Black Career Coach, you can visit blackcareercoach.org. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to take a moment. Today has been one of those trying days, those days where everything's just going wrong and you're just like, should I do this? Should I do that? Yes, you should. You should always continue on, continue to move forward no matter what, okay? So you want to continue to move forward. And today, this particular broadcast is special because we're actually recording it live. And I wanted to do at least the first one just to try it out to see how we can incorporate the audience into what we're doing, right? So let's get started. And before we get started, I just want to take a deep breath. It's been one of those days, okay? And I just want to start with some affirmations that I live by. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am smart. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am blessed. And if you believe those things, I want you to repeat them. And we're going to say it one more time. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am strong. I forgot one big one. I am happy. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am blessed. So the first topic that came up that we selected out of the whole entire bunch, right? We had a bunch of topics that we received, and the first one that came up was, let's see what it is. I got the gold book here. Okay, so here we go. What's holding the Black community back from real wealth? From Jasmine from Brooklyn, New York. And we're talking about money. We're talking about, she mentioned that it's money that's holding us back. We don't have it. We don't have access to it. And then our credit scores are messed up. So I'm all about solutions. What can we do to overcome that money issue? I know that I was speaking to a young lady. Her name is Coach B. She's representing youngrichandrooted.com. And she's a financial coach, and she's empowering people to help with some of those issues that we're facing with money. So my solution to that is to get with someone who can help you overcome that obstacle if money is the issue. If money is preventing you from starting your businesses, from moving forward in life, then you need to connect with people who can help you acquire money. So you attract to some money magnets, and then I'm sure it's going to attract to you, and that is money. So thanks, Jasmine from Brooklyn, New York, for contributing to that topic, from answering that topic, what's holding back the Black community from real wealth. The next thing we have on our list is time, okay? So time is something I can relate to. For those who may have missed it, when we were trying to get all the logistics together, I mentioned that I am a mother of two, a wife. I have multiple businesses. I have career coaching clients. I have business coaching clients, and I do a lot of stuff. So time is something that I'm always struggling with, and I'm always trying to adjust to. So Ashley from Houston, Texas says she don't have time to do anything, and she don't understand how people are able to juggle different things. And let me just speak directly to Ashley. Ashley, people do what they want to do, and when you want it enough, you're going to find a way to give yourself time to be able to do those things that are a part of your goal list. So for me, when I struggle with time, sometimes I have to take things away that I feel as though are taking away that time that I need. So what I'm doing to take away time, so maybe I'm not watching TV this week. Yeah, I'm not watching TV. Maybe I'm only spending an hour a day on social media, and I'm on social media. When I'm on social media, it's with a purpose. That purpose is to network, to communicate, to maybe promote a business, whatever it is. Trust me, I'm not on there for just any reason. Or sometimes I go on social media because I want to learn something, or I need a laugh. Right now, I just became, well, I'm actually a full-time pescatarian, living that lifestyle, giving up bacon. I gave it up. My husband, he just we went to a breakfast spot, and I was looking at his bacon. I'm like, I can't have it. So I became a pescatarian. And so on my Instagram, Dr. Tamira S. Harris, I do cooking videos, and no, I'm not a chef. I'm not a chef, but I do cooking videos because that's what I want to do. So I do what makes me happy, and in that, when I'm doing my cooking videos, it kind of relaxes me a little bit. I might have a notebook next to me, and I might start scribbling, you know, things I want to accomplish for the week, whatever it is I want to do. I'm able to do that because I have broken down a certain amount of time for myself to be able to meal prep, whatever the case may be. Let me tell you, if you decide to change your lifestyle when it comes to food, you really have to get good on planning. I'm a project manager, that's my background, so I kind of have it under control, and I just cook quick meals. So one way that I manage time is just by pre-planning everything, having some lists somewhere, and checking it off. And I try to keep my goals small and take small steps to achieve them, and then I'm able to move forward. So thank you, Ashley from Houston, Texas, for contributing to that that answer to that question. So time. So I'm just going to run down the list because we have a long list, and I really want to get through everything. So we have on that list, from what we receive via email, we have health is holding us back, lifestyle, attitude, family, our mind, resources, opportunities, and our network. So let me read the list. This was 10. So it was money, time, health, lifestyle, attitude, family, mind, resources, opportunities, and networks. And it's interesting. I'm reading this, and Karen, actually Karen's from Orlando, Florida. She said attitude. Now, Karen, you better look like me if you're talking about attitudes. I'm just messing with you, but Karen from Orlando, Florida said our attitude is holding us back. You know, it may be, but what do you mean by attitude? I would need some follow up to that. Do you mean that we don't have a positive attitude in how we approach things, or do you mean like we have an attitude? You see, I'm moving my neck, you know, and because that's what I do when I get mad. Okay, so what do you mean by that? Is that holding us back? I'm gonna go through this list again just so we have it. So, what's preventing Black people from acquiring wealth? And I added to the list. I said fear. I also said discrimination, innovation, and creativity. So I'm gonna go through the entire list. And this is a list that was brought to you by our community. So the question we had received was, what's holding the Black community back from real wealth? And the list that we received from our community was amazing. Money, time, health, lifestyle, attitude, family, mind, resources, opportunities. Opportunities is a big one. We see that opportunities have increased during this global pandemic. Network, I added fear, discrimination, innovation, and creativity. I want to go back to the family one. And the reason why I want to go back to the family one is because today I actually witnessed a mom of 4 being able to run her business, having 3 different kids doing online learning, answering questions, and just really being able to manage all these different pieces. And I was so inspired, and I was so like, I want to be able to do that, because right now I have a child going to kindergarten, and I have an 8-month-old baby, and I'm really like scared if we get shut down completely again, because I'm already going to have a child home while I still have to work. But then if I have a baby home, then it's going to be really crazy. And I have to be comfortable with letting people know that at the end of the day, I am a mom first, okay? I'm a mom first, and my kids come first. So I have to be able to adjust. I have to have understanding clients, and we have to be more sympathetic towards, and I'm not looking for sympathy, but we have to be more understanding of people who are going to face these different challenges due to the global pandemic, okay? So it's not going to be the same, and you cannot expect the same. You can still expect the good quality, but you can't expect the same type of attention at the same time. Maybe the hours might be a little different. I might have to, work a certain time when the kids are down, and I just have to adjust, and many people are going to be going through those adjustments. So we have to be mindful of that, and just be supportive, and just show love, because everyone is dealing with something, and we want to be able to support them. So when it comes to families are facing so many different things. And I know for me, I was directly impacted by COVID-19, from businesses shut down to not having daycare, not having someone to take care of my children while I'm working, to having to take off on a sabbatical, to having to take off on a personal leave from work, to my husband dealing with COVID-19 and having to be quarantined from his family for a whole month. Yes, a whole month. So family, let me see who mentioned family. It looks like Letitia mentioned family, and she said that she would be so much further ahead if it wasn't for her family, who she loves her family, but it's holding her back from being able to achieve her goals. So how I would respond to Letitia, I would say that, even though we have these family obstacles, you have to find time in your schedule where you say, you know what, I'm going to focus on helping my children, focus on helping my spouse, or, supporting, and I'm going to designate these few hours before bed to help myself. I'm going to designate these few hours before the kids wake up to work on my goals. And you have to get in that mind state in order to move forward, okay? So that was the list, and I'm just going to run through it one last time. Money, time, health, lifestyle, attitude, family, mind, resources, opportunities, and network. And then I added 4 more, which is fear, discrimination, innovation, and creativity, okay? So let's transition a bit. What we want to do in this episode 1 of Black Career Coach, Ask Black Career Coach, is we're going to have this blessing wheel.
We will be adding our blessing wheel details into a later podcast, so stay tuned so you can know how you can be entered to win a blessing from Black Career Coach. Let's continue with the podcast.
We want you to be able to clear the air and get that out so that you can, just speak to the issues that you're facing and be able to move forward. Now, Let's Clear the Air segment is not a therapy session. It's really a life coaching session to be able to say, okay, you're dealing with this. How can we move forward with it? Give you some advice from myself, from the community, and help you move on. So let me go to the first Let's Clear the Air segment, and this is brought to you by, let's see, Felicia. So Felicia submitted for our Let's Clear the Air segment, and Felicia is from Philadelphia. So hi, Felicia from Philadelphia. I'm from Philadelphia as well. And Felicia says that, okay, so this is a good one. I try to read stuff before I speak to it because I want to make sure there's nothing crazy in here. But Felicia says that a lot of people received additional monies this season due to COVID-19. Some people were not really eligible to receive it, but they received thousands of dollars. So she said, Felicia says that she let Stephanie borrow money from her in this season, and she was informed that she would get it back, okay? This is something that we always do. All of us do, you know, lend people money. The one thing I'm gonna say is you don't lend people money unless you have it to lend, because you never know if they actually want to be able to pay you back. So Felicia lent Stephanie, okay, so she lent her $1,000. Okay, Felicia, woo. So she lent her $1,000. She said she ended up getting over $12,000 in some type of unemployment funds. So she lent her $1,000. She got $12,000 back. Stephanie has been on several vacations. She's been to Miami. She's been to New Orleans. She's been to Las Vegas. So Stephanie, you went to Las Vegas. Did you visit La Face Beauty Studio? It's a Black-owned beauty studio that we started over there. It's 10 minutes from the Strip. I'm just a shameless plug here. So Stephanie's been all over the place. Felicia lent her $1,000 and she hasn't paid it back. And she's trying to figure out how should she approach it. Should she let it go, or should she, you know, do something else to get her money back? Well, okay, Felicia, $1,000. We're not lending out $1,000 to people just because they got extra blessing from unemployment. You know, you want to make sure that when you're lending out money, if you just decide to do it, that they actually have the means to pay you back. So when it comes to $1,000, that's a lot of money. $1,000 get people beat down where I'm from, okay? So I would say to Felicia that you need to talk to Stephanie, get Stephanie on a payment plan to pay you back if necessary, and you have to move forward with taking her to court or something like that. I would do it because it's just on a principle. $1,000 is a lot of money to file for small claims or whatnot. It doesn't cost that much, but at least other people would potentially know not to lend money to Stephanie. So yeah, so, and then just a caution for you, you know, if don't lend money unless you absolutely have it to lend, and learn how to say no. Is something I always struggle with, saying no to people, but you have to, because it's not a situation that if you have it to give, is if you have, do you want to lose that friendship or that relationship with that person over some money? And most times you don't. So stop, Stephanie. Give that girl her money back. Work out a payment plan, $100 a month or something. Because if someone blesses you with $1,000, you need an evaluation of yourself, and you need to not burn that bridge. Because if you have a friend that's willing to lend that amount to you, then you need to be thankful for that friend and show some appreciation and pay Felicia her money back. Okay, so that was our Let's Clear the Air segment. Felicia, get your coins, okay? Don't let this one slide, all right? So that's what I would do. Let us know what you would do in the comments in that situation. Have you ever lent that amount of money out to someone? And if someone still owe you some money, let us know. We'll come at them and let them know that you need to be paid your coins, okay? All right, so we're moving forward. I want to, you know, get through this podcast, and, you know, we're trying to set the tone on time and all those things. So we're doing a lot of administrative stuff, so bear with us. But we wanted to talk about the last topic, which was, are MLMs a scam? And what's the top 10 scams of 2020? So I really want to get through that. and an MLM is pretty similar. The only difference between a job and an MLM, with a job you have guaranteed income, whereas though with the MLM, your income is based on how hard you work, and you come in at the bottom, and the top people are the ones who make the most money. But if you think about a job structure, it's pretty much the same. You come in at the bottom, and if you work hard and you climb up that ladder, then the people at the top, the CEOs, the presidents, the directors, those are the ones that make the coins, okay? So you kind of work your way up. And an MLM is the same as well. You're working your way up. But the problem is, with the MLM, a lot of people don't get up to the top, only a small percentage of people. And this is where some people think that is a scam. I think mentally, when we're deciding to take part in something, we need to have our expectations to be clear. MLMs is you work hard, you work your way up, and then you move up to the top. It may be a little slow, it may be fast, depending on how many people you get to believe in what you're doing. And when I tell people about MLMs, listen, some MLMs may be a scam. I'm not saying, all of them are not, okay? One way to avoid, is it a scam, is it not a scam? Only do what you actually need. Let me rephrase that. Only use what you actually need. So if I'm joining an MLM, it's because I absolutely need whatever they're selling, and it worked. So because it worked, I'm sharing that with my followers, with other people, because I believe this works, and I want other people to see how it works, and I want other people to benefit from how it worked. Okay, so you just have to know what you're getting into. It's not necessarily a scam. You just have to know, set your expectations, and be clear of the amount of work that you're going to have to put forth in order to achieve whatever vision that you see. Because a lot of times they get us with that vision, right? You see people on beaches, you see the nice houses, you see the vacations, you even see some bling. I don't have much bling on. I don't like all the extra stuff. No, let's be clear. I'm a sparkle girl. I do like the sparkle a little bit, but they show you these fancy things, and that's what makes you work hard to be able to get those things, and that's fine. I'm a visual person too. I have visuals of what I want in life, and I try to work towards that. So it's not necessarily a scam. It's my basic thing over it. So I want to do just be clear on my thoughts. A job and an MLM is almost the same pyramid, except with a job, you're guaranteed a certain income, while MLMs involve greater risks and no guarantees, okay? But MLMs do have the ability to give you passive income, but you also have the ability, you have the ability to create passive income even from your job. And that's something that I do all the time, okay? If you visit blackcareercoach.org, you'll see me creating multiple streams of passive income, and I teach people how to do it as well. So let's end this segment, okay? We're gonna end this segment with the top 10 scams of 2020. So the first one is driving me crazy, okay? I'm going crazy over this. Them darn logo people are driving me insane. Logos, all through Cash App. Now, there are some people, graphic designers, people, reputable sites that you can go to get your logos. But if someone is jumping in your inbox, asking you for a logo, and they want you to pay for Cash App, scam, move on. The next thing is blessing loans. I can't even tell you how many times people tell me, you want to turn $400 into $4,000? Stop it, okay? Maybe in the small community of people that you know and love, you can do a blessing loan, but with strangers, most times it's a scam. Bingos and birthday clubs, I'm getting through this real quick. Some of them are coming up and they're a scam. They're just taking your money and they shut down the groups. Unofficial investment property collaborations. Stop giving your money to strangers without completely vetting that investment club. The next thing is fake business vendors, and I'm sorry I have to push through. Fake business vendors, they're getting you to buy inventory that do not exist, okay? It's a scam. Build you anything with Cash App, scam, okay? Here for sale, beauty appointments of beauty professionals that do not exist. You need to check to see if they have a license. Check. Ones is they ask you to either for the appointment, as I mentioned, purchase gift cards for cash exchange. A family member need help and their accounts are actually hacked. And then also the last one that was sent in by Sean, which is a broke knight in shining armor, or a scheming female. So Sean was actually schemed from someone. He went to Miami to see a female, and they completely set him up. So I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, to be careful and to just, you know, really watch yourself when it comes to these knight in shining armor, nice curves, and you're getting tricked off into Miami, and they're taking all your money, and then you begging someone to get a flight back home to wherever you came from, okay? So let me just go out and just say that today we talked about, you know, what's holding back Black people from wealth, and also the top 10 scams of 2020. I'm going to make sure I put this information on the post so that you can see everything, but definitely tune into our podcast because we're going to get really deeper into it. I'm going to have a nice official setup, and I'm not going to have to rush out to go get my son. But listen, this is real life, and I'm bringing you real situations, real stories, real people, and I want you to get involved and get engaged and tune in so that we can continue to grow this audience. So visit blackcareercoach.org to get updates on Ask Black Career Coach podcast. This was episode 1, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks for joining us, everyone, okay? We're closing it out. Have a good one.
Thanks everyone for tuning in to Ask Black Career Coach tonight. I did want to let you know that this is just a little snippet of our full podcast, okay? So tune in on our streaming platforms when we add the updated links for the full podcast, and visit blackcareercoach.org for all your coaching needs, from life, business to career coaching, and also if you need any career packages. Thank you so much, and